Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam. This was translated from Śrī Gauḍīya Patrikā, Year 7, Issue 8. That's the 18th of October, 1955, page 313. This is an article by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedānta Svāmī, Śrīla Prabhupāda. And as far as I know, this is the first time this is appearing in English. In infinite millions of universes, wherever there are living entities, and however many there are, they are all my relations. This kind of vast Vishva Prem, or universal brotherhood, is only possible for devotees of Krishna. Devotees of Krishna know that however many jivas there are, and wherever they exist, their seed-giving father, Bij Prada Pita, is Swayam Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa. In Bhagavad Gita, both the Jiva and Bhagavan have been established as Kshetrajña, knowers of the field, and the Mahatattva, Prakriti, the totality of material nature, has been referred to as the Kshetra, the field. Just as a grain field does not have the capacity to grow grain on its own, the field of Prakriti, nature, does not have the power to produce jivas on its own. People belonging to unacquainted institutions, anabhigya sampradaya, or those who are engrossed in a materialistic mentality, metta-buddhi, always conclude that the jivas arise from Prakriti. The reality is that when the Supreme Kshetrajña, or Parameshwar, bestows his Bibinangsha Para Shakti, the jivas, as seeds into the Apara Shakti, then only are many jivas of various illusory forms born. And, connected by this fundamental relationship, wherever there are jivas, and however many there are in existence across all worlds, they are all kin, because of their relationship with Bhagavan. Those who cannot understand Bhagavan, those who do not have Brahmagyan, or who have lost their connection to Paramatma, can never understand what Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam is. Therefore, the cry for universal brotherhood that is displaced from a connection to Bhagavan is just another kind of deception of the duratyaya, very difficult to overcome Maya. The more zeros you put after a one, the more its value increases. But if you insert infinite millions of zeros without a one, then just as zero is designated as having no value, the pretext or cry for world peace that excludes Bhagavan will never be met with success. Classless society, or Ekjatiya Samaj, will only be possible when people learn to discuss Bhagavat Sambandha, the relationship with God. The atheist's pretext of universal love is not honored by learned society. If those engrossed in metta-buddhi would thoughtfully examine matters, they would surely be able to understand that Bhagavan has created all moving and non-moving entities, which is why it is stated as follows: Se sambandha nahi jar, britha janma gelotar, se pashu bado durachar, nitai na balilo mukhe, majilo sangsar sukhe, vidya kule ki koribedar. Those who do not have that relationship have spent their lives in vain. They are more ill-behaved than animals. If one has not uttered the name of Nitai, one sinks into worldly pleasures. What then will all one's erudition do? Jiv Tattva, which is Para-Prakriti, a supreme spiritual energy, is completely different from Apara, the non-superior or material energy. Then again, given the understanding that all that exists is Bhagavan's multitudinous Shakti, all Shaktis are mutually related and one. This very principle is the confidential fact of Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva. From Brahma to the ant, all are jivas with various forms and energies, and the father of them all is Śrī Kṛṣṇa. We call Brahma our grandfather, but Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa is Brahma's father, which is why he has been declared as the great-grandfather of all in Bhagavad Gita, as follows. Kasmat chate nameran mahatman gariyase brahmano apya adikartre ananta devesha jagannivasa tamaksharam sad asat tat param yat tamadi devaha purushat puranas tamasya vishwasya param nidhanam bedasi bedyam cha param cha dhama tvaya tatam vishwam ananta rupa vayur yamognir varuna shashankaha prajapatistam prapitamahascha Namo namaste stu sahasrakritta punascha bhuyo pinamo namastete. Translations given here are from the BBT, Bhagavad Gita as it is. O Great One, greater even than Brahma, you are the original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisances unto you? O Limitless One, God of gods, refuge of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes. O limitless form, this whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. You are air, and you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, and you are the moon. You are Brahma, the first living creature, and you are the great-grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times, and again and yet again. Thus, Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the origin of even Brahma and other demigods, and is everyone's father. Brahma himself has accepted Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa as the Adi Purush, original person. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. From Brahma down to a blade of grass, all the different species of demigods and animals we see, all of them, their seed-giving father is Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa, and their mother is the Mahatyoni, the great womb, Brahmamayi Prakriti, the energy of nature, which is suffused with and derived from the Supreme Spirit. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahadyonir aham bija pratapita. It is inherently mistaken to say that the cause of the germination, utpatti, of creation is only prakriti. Without the union of mother and father, creation is not possible. All the functions of the world are being made possible by the existence of the jivas. If the jivas were not here, there would be no speciality to the world. It is because the jivas are that it is possible for jara prakriti, inert natural energy, to be produced and flourish. The development of jara prakriti is being made possible by the hosts of jivas themselves. The world is really the enjoyments the hosts of jivas strive for as they stir up that jara prakriti. And the father of those hosts of jivas is Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa. We all know prakriti as being composed of sattva, raja, and tamagun. At the time of their generation, all living entities, birds, animals, insects, worms, take birth by adopting the association of sattva, raja, and tamagunas as per their nature. Impacted by the qualities produced by many different mixtures of those three gunas, the jivas appear in many forms. To see all as Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam is possible for the pandits who can see the multitudes of jivas in their various states as augmented by the gunas. Yellow, blue, and red are the primary colors, but given artistic expertise in mixing these three colors, it is possible to see many varieties of colors. But those who know the art of painting know these three colors to be predominant. The color yellow is sattvagun, red is rajagun, and blue is tamagun. Just as many colors are produced from the mixing of these colors, many jivas are seen to arise from the mixing of the gunas. Just as removing the color of an object makes it clear and spotless, the jiva situated beyond the gunas is spotless. When he becomes spotless, all his material designations are destroyed. and only then is it possible to see all as Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam. Therefore, it is necessary for us to know how not to see the colored view, but the spotless one. The authors of scriptures state, Tat parattena nirmalam. Tat means Brahma. So this means that by endeavors directed towards Brahma, spotlessness or purity is attained. Among the human species, those who are predominated by Sattva-gun are referred to as Brahmanas. Humans predominated by Rajagun are called Kshatriyas. Humans predominated by Raja and Tama are Vaishya. And Tama-predominated humans are called Shudras. Persons who are covered by dense tamas are called Shudradham, Chandal, Yavan, Antaja, etc. The aforementioned Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, Chandals, and other Shudradhams are more or less always present in every region of the earth. Just as it is mistaken to think that only Brahmanas take birth in a particular country or society, and only Chandalas and other most fallen types of Shudras take birth in another country or society, it is also mistaken to think that a Brahman's son will be a Brahman, or that Chandala's son will be a Chandala. The original seed-giving father is Swayam Bhagavan. Therefore, all living entities are Bhagavan's children. They have been drawn into Maya, or Jada Prakriti, and because of their association with the fruits of their actions since time immemorial, they have obtained bodies composed of the three gunas. Therefore, only if all those wayward hosts of jivas can be made subservient to the Supreme Father, Bhagavan, engaged in Bhagavan's service, can they transcend the three modes and realize that they are pure servants of Krishna, thereby attaining eternal bliss, Nityananda. Therefore, those who have had the darshan, vision of Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam, believe that the act of trying to get the jivas to obtain that eternal bliss is the greatest example of compassion for the jivas. Bhagavan Śrī Kṛṣṇa has explained where and how one becomes situated due to the influence of the modes born of material nature, the jivas sattva, raja, and tamaguns. Urdram gacchanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasaha jaghanya gunavrittistha adho gacchanti tamasaha. The present universe we exist in is comprised of 14 worlds. Of all the lokas, or bhuvans, that exist in an upward direction, Brahmalok, or where Brahma himself resides, is the highest place. Therefore, Brahmavadi human beings who are endowed with Sattva gun can reach up to that topmost Brahmalok by the power of their austerities. People influenced by Rajagun can dwell anywhere on or between earth and the heavenly planets of Swargalok. However, people who are covered by Tamagun dwell in the lowest of realms, hell, which is born of all that is vile, Jaganya Janita. Those who are organizing a classless society, trying to help others from the perspective of Vasudhaiva Kuṭumbakam, can become truly empathetic to the sufferings of others and easily bring the host of jivas who are being tortured by the gunas to a state beyond the gunas, only by the means of Krishna Bhakti. The reason for this is that all those persons who are engaged in Krishna's service by means of unalloyed devotion surely overcome the three gunas, or attain nirmalatva, purity, as stated. Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalapate. The Mahatma, exalted soul, Bilva Mangal Thakur, first obtained diksha from the sannyasi Somagiri, and had performed austerities to attain the throne of Brahmananda, aimed for by the Advaitavadis. However, after that, when he obtained Bhagavad Bhakti, then he said this same thing, that if one has firm devotion for Bhagavan, Mukti Devi, the personified goddess of liberation, for whom the Advaitavadis do many intense sadhanas, comes to the devotees with folded hands and serves them constantly. For those who engage in the sadhana of Bhakti Yoga, for Bhagavan Shyam Sundar Muralidhar, the state of Brahman realization, that spotless state, is easily attained. In the Shikshashtak that the greatly magnanimous incarnation Sriman Mahaprabhu Gaur-Sundar gave us, he first declares the glory of Śrī Kṛṣṇa Sankirtan in the verse Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. Śrī Kṛṣṇa Sankirtan and Śrī Kṛṣṇa, the absolute truth, are one. Therefore, by Śrī Kṛṣṇa Sankirtan, the supreme fruit of the karma and gyan methods, which is chitta shuddhi, purification of the consciousness, is easily attained. This attainment of chitta shuddhi is the nirmalatta or sanctity that is realization of Brahma. The performance of Sankirtan without offenses, as promulgated by Śrī Gauḍīya, is the one and only means for the jiva to attain the sanctity of self-realization. Bhagavan is attainable via bhakti. This topic we have discussed many times, and we have also discussed many times the fact that liberation from Maya happens concomitantly. Mam eva ye prapadyanti mayam etam tarantite. Therefore, if one is to attain nirmalatta, then surrendering to Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the main task. Karmasha, to be continued. Shri Abhay Charan Bhaktivedānta. Now, although this says Karmasha, to be continued, I have looked through almost 25 issues of Gauḍīya Patrikā, and I still have not found the second part to this, so it's possible, likely, that a second part was never published. Jai Shri Bhaktivedānta Svāmī Prabhupāda Ki Jai.